Here we got the sockets for the drive lines for, not drive lines, but the axle sockets on the Chevys and Fords. Got an O2 sensor socket. This is kind of cool. This is a socket for tie rods. So if your tie rod sees, you throw it on your 1/2-inch gun, you can run it off. And the nut, or not the nut, but the post sticks through there so you can slide it on. Oil pressure socket. Random 27mm flip socket, 19.5 and 18.5. Used that a lot when I was working on cars, not so much now. Have our my axle nut sockets. Working on cars, it goes from 27 to, I think this is 39, 38. Then I have 12-point impact deep metrics, 10 to 27. Impact swivels, 1/2-inch shallows, deep impact swivels, 3/8. Both of those are metric. Metric and standard chrome, semi-deeps. Oil filter canister sockets have a 3/8, or not 3/8, 3/4 or 1-inch adapter, 1/4 to 3/4, or 1-inch to 3/4 adapter. 12-point chrome, 1/4-inch deep and shallow. Got spark plug sockets from Matco that have the swivels, and they are magnetic. The Wobble Plus extensions, I'm not really a big fan of those. I've never really found a good use that I couldn't, like, say, use my impact or my swivels, or even my impact swivels. But yeah, so here's my gear wrench, standard and metric 3/8 swivels, a couple 12-point 30 and 32 chrome sockets from Gear Wrench. Got my long Allens, a couple swivel Allens from Silver Eagle. Gear Wrench, Allens, 1/2-inch drive, standard metric. Stubby snap-on metric Allens. Tamper-proof Torx from Snap-on. I got the stubby Torx from Mac. OTC Torx Plus and Torx Plus tamper-proof. Stubby Allen's standard, and then I have my inverted Torx. Those are Gear Wrench. Then pipe plug sockets from Gray Pneumatic, 1/2-inch drive. 14mm 1/2-inch drive Allen with the long shank. These are actually I used for a warranty recall on the Freightliners. O2 Healy coil, not Healy coil, but the thread chaser. Thread chaser I made, I forget what for, but O2 sensor socket from Snap-on. That's the top drawer. This is my wrench drawer here. Over here I have a mixture of Gear Wrench and Carlisle flex heads, standard metric. I have the Carlisle long 0-degree wrenches, platinum 0-degree flex head ratcheting wrenches. Both are standard. Got a wrench extender. These are the Snap-on ratcheting 0-degree with a non-ratcheting on the other side. I have that from, I think it's what, 10 to 19. I think I'm missing the 16. I don't use it often enough. Got the Walmart Special Stanley offset box end wrenches in standard. Got the tappet wrenches. They're like super thin. These are standard from Craftsman. I've had those for a long time. I like them quite a bit. Got the brake bleeder wrenches, battery wrenches, O2 wrench, my 1/2-inch drive crow's feet, some bigger metric wrenches, 20 to 25. I got some stubbies, metric stubbies, standard ratcheting stubbies, all my crow's feet, standard metric line and standard crow's foot. Got the metric ratcheting wrenches and a 8mm flex head stubby ratcheting wrench. I have a couple 4-way wrenches. I'd like to get a couple more, but those are the ones I use the most. And then my standard metric line wrenches from Snap-on, and I do have a 7 and an 8 from Proto. That's the wrench drawer. Let's do this one here. So this is just a random array of tools. Got stud removers, impact screwdriver, different grinding cookies, and extra taps, left-hand drill bits. These are spot weld bits. Straight flute extractors. Got the extractors with the left-hand drill bits. 1/4-inch burrs, 1/8-inch burrs, some extra sawzall blades. And these are kind of cool. These are they go into a 1/4-inch like air ratchet or battery ratchet. They're good for cleaning battery terminals. This drawer is just a bunch of different pullers. Not sure what this was for or what it's for, but I use it to pull alternator pulleys off. Works pretty well. It's thin enough and it holds up. The steering wheel puller. Got the GM Pitman arm puller. Got a slide hammer. Brake tubing bender. Exhaust hanger puller. Brake caliper depressor. Got a lifting chain, random vice grip. Got the tie rod tool from Lyle and attachments. Down here I have a flaring tool set. Got the bearing erase. Got a hole saw kit, double flaring tool kit. This is the Mighty Vac Elite. It's basically a vacuum pump that actually does pressure as well. And it comes with different adapters, different tubes, and all that. Quick disconnect tools, blackjack tire repair kit, bearing and pulley puller set from OTC. This is the fan clutch tool from Lyle. Over here, got long screwdrivers, long radiator picks. This is a belt, serpentine belt feed tool. Got indexable pry bars from Gear Wrench, the 8-inch and 16. Couple putty knives. The miniature screwdrivers from, I think it's, what are they? Vite or Wit. Same company in Matco. Uses for their screwdrivers. Panel tool, panel clip tools, some Husky files that I've had for 15 plus years now. Drum brake tool, got the thermometer, another drum brake tool. This is cool. This is for the parking brakes. You can slide it over and pull the cable out. Different trim panel tools, a bunch of different scrapers, a couple mirrors, pedal depressor right here. Got the slack adjuster for, I forget what style it is. I know I've only used it once, but it's for the brakes on, I couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you. It's been so long since I used it. It's been over a year. I got what are these? Caging bolts, extra caging bolts. and just different odds and ends. Down here I got my spare vice grips and welding vice grips. Got all my long bolt hex and Torx standard metric. Got a hood prop and a couple extra bars for my bottle jack. Got a 3/8 breaker bar, my big oil filter pliers. Have a torque wrench and my 3/8 torque wrench. I don't know where I put that. I'll have to look for that. But I have a 3/8 and a half-inch. Half-inch is Mac and the 3/8 is Matco. Down here I have some grease gun fittings, different windshield wiper pullers, fuel pump ring tool, couple strap wrenches, tubing cutter, clamp, some feeler gauges, strap wrench, different snap ring pliers, air brake pliers, pinch off pliers, got the serpentine belt tool, tie rod tools, brake line stoppers, different quick disconnect tools. Got the these are kind of cool. They're good for pinching off brake lines from Lyle. Got the fan clutch holder for the GMs, different little air lines and or air fittings that I use for testing air lines. Battery posts for the side posts on the GMs, and a stretch belt tool for the GMs. CV belt or a CV boot clamp tool as well. Down here I keep all my air fitting or air hammer bits. Got a grinder, got my air hammer. Just picked this up. It's a little air saw from Harbor Freight. So far it seems pretty good. Got my 1/2-inch Milwaukee, my Milwaukee drill, a couple batteries, spare boot for my 1/2-inch gun, angle drill from Harbor Freight that has been working out really well. Love that thing actually, it works perfectly. Then I got some big ass wrenches here. Goes up to 2-inch, down to 1 1/16", and then two big, a 12 and a 15-inch adjustable. Down here I have my universal radiator adapters, several different sizes. For the smaller end, I can use it on the bigger trucks. Got a harmonic balancer cooler and installer. Got my Sawzall, thread restoring kit, my metric standard tap die sets. Got a power steering puller here. Have my airlift and my bushing driver set. So, well guys, that's my toolbox. It's not as jam-packed as my cart, but it's slowly getting full or fuller every week, and keep buying stuff and keep adding to it. So let me know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Leave me comments, and stay tuned for more.